I think that in thinking about probably a significant difference between MSPP and more traditional graduate institutions is our focus here on experiential learning, on emphasizing social responsibility, and on emphasizing personal growth of students. I think that our emphasis is to help students to learn more about themselves as human beings in terms of how they're going to be when they go into clinical situations with clients. We give students a lot of experience in the field so that they're able to practice the skills that they're learning. They are in practicum seminars or internship seminars while they're in the field, so they get a chance to get feedback about their clinical skills. So one of the major things that we emphasize is helping students to think about aspects of difference and diversity, and not just in terms of thinking about groups that might be different from them. I think a lot of times when people think about what does it mean to learn about diversity, they think about learning about groups that they don't belong to, and groups that we consider to be minorities in the U.S. And that's certainly a piece of what we do in our classes here, but we look at cultural competence in terms of encompassing both knowledge in that way, skills in terms of how you work with people from various groups, but also awareness and helping students to think about their own identity. And sort of related to that, we also help people to think about, again, sort of the multi-layered aspect of identity. So it's not like somebody is just a race. People also have a sexual orientation. They may have a disability or a physical difference or a disability that's not visible to other people. Religious and spiritual issues are also important. Age, gender, sexual orientation, social class in terms of what kinds of access to social resources and social power people have had. So all of these things are really important in shaping our opportunities, shaping how we see ourselves, shaping how we see other people, and shaping the kinds of relationships that we build with other people. We really encourage students to think about those aspects. So that's a way both in which we do that experientially through exercises in a safe environment where students can learn more about themselves, emphasizing personal growth, and with the emphasis again being on social responsibility and recognizing that as clinicians or professionals, it's important not just to focus on sort of remediation of problems that clients might bring in, but also ways in which we as professionals can really try to prevent problems. And that includes preventing oppression and discrimination that people experience and recognizing the role that we all might play in that, consciously or unconsciously. I think a good counselor is somebody who really can utilize those various skills, be able to build relationships with a range of individuals, and again, really understand themselves as a human being and understand the kinds of reactions that they might have to people. We all have our own baggage that we bring into the field, so we really emphasize here the importance of students understanding what is that baggage that you bring. A lot of times we might want to think, well, I'll be okay. I won't bring that into the therapy session. And what we emphasize here is all of us have those limitations. All of us have these kinds of things that we need to further understand so that we don't bring it into the session. In a lot of traditional academic programs, the faculty are not people who are practicing in the field. Because if you're housed in a traditional university, you typically have to be concerned about publishing and so forth, whereas that's not an expectation here. An expectation here is that people are also practicing. That doesn't mean people don't publish and that people don't do research. They do, but there aren't expectations set on that. So most people are practicing and they understand and are able to bring those clinical examples into the classroom. And particularly, I can speak well to the counseling and the forensic faculty that these are individuals who really value their own well-being and I think really understand how to be a healthy person, which then I think really helps to be able to facilitate your clients becoming healthier in their lives.